The Horizon Award recognizes creative and caring individuals who continually pursue new ideas that result in the development of innovative products designed to improve the quality of life for people who are blind and low vision. This award represents pioneers of technology that assisted blind and low vision users. Deane, when he got into this field, had a vision, and he brought that vision in the form of opportunity to many during his distinguished career. He founded and led 2 companies that became world leaders in producing low-cost computing devices for the blind, not the blondes, blind people. He got you covered, okay. He co-founded Maryland Computer Services in 1976, but moved on to MCS and designed and marketed the first synthetic speech device for the blind, the talking telephone directory. That device and others led to greater involvement in the field that was so new that MCS was actually involved in creating it as problems and opportunities arose. MCS became the world's largest manufacturer of synthetic speech products and Braille printers. He founded Blazie Engineering, and that company became the world's largest producer of products for the blind. In 1987, Blazie engineered and introduced the Braille and Speak, a pocket note taker along the line of today's personal digital assistants. The Braille and Speak and other products produced by the Blazie Engineering help the blind have greater access to information and with it greater opportunity to reach their potential. So this one, I try not to get emotional at these things, but this field, damn this field. I was a new teacher in 1988 in the rurals of Oregon. And as a new teacher, my fellow teachers did the most honorable thing that you do to all new teachers. We're going to give you a ridiculous caseload. I had 4 Braille students. I had a young lady who was in 8th grade but already at pre-calc. I had 2 young students who were just in the beginning phases of learning Braille, and then I had 1 student that I could not keep up with because he was such a voracious reader. Pause for effect. Okay. Then came the Braille and Speak. Not only did that make my life as an educator easier, but the world it opened up. For those students was amazing. And we just saw the monarch. And it all started with that. That was the foundation that made the innovation, that allowed us to move forward, that grew so many companies like Humanware, the Sparrow, in HIMS, in Orbit. All of that have Deane to thank. So it was Deane's ingenuity and his heart and his passion for this field that allows us to stand on stage today and look at a device like the Monarch and say, oh my gosh, this is incredible. When the Braille and Speak came out, that was a watershed, revolutionary, Renaissance moment. And for those who were fortunate to, I'm looking for the old timber again, for those who were fortunate to be there at that time, you remember, you know what that did for our students. So Deane, I don't know that as a field we can ever thank you enough, but we're going to give you a piece of hardware that hopefully will be somewhat of a symbol of that. Let me grab that for you.
Thank you all very much. I'm very humbled and very proud to have done what I've done and to get this award. When Craig sent me an email saying I was getting the Horizons Award, I figured that maybe he knew something I didn't know, and I was going over the horizon, and and this was the end. I really have one person to thank, or one entity to thank, and that is God for giving me the storied life I've had. He's given me a great wife and 3 sons and 6 grandchildren now. I thank them all because they all contributed to this. He also put in my way 3 or 4 major mentors for me. Dr. Tim Cranmer. I met Tim in Frankfurt when I was 13 years old, and he was a ham radio operator, and I was too. And I ended up working for Tim for about 6 years as his Saturday boy. He was really my greatest mentor. But he introduced me also to someone you all know, Fred Gassoni. And they introduced me to Emerson Folk from the University of Louisville. And all 3 of those guys really contributed a lot to my life. And I would like to buy for each one of them an honorary influencer for your wall. So there's also Dr. Jernigan, who contributed a lot to my understanding of the blindness business. All 3 of those guys are from Kentucky, too. I don't know if you knew that, but they're all right from here, from Louisville, in fact. So 36 years ago, we introduced the Braille and Speak, and 23 years ago, I retired. But I haven't been doing nothing. I've enjoyed my retirement, but one of the things about 3 years ago, my son Brian and I, Brian's worked with me for the last 20-something years, we're talking about why hasn't somebody made a new Braille and Speak with the modern technology. And about that time, the Raspberry Pis were coming out, costing $10 and $15 and $100. So over the past bunch of years, we designed this thing we call the BT Speak. BT stands for Blazie Technologies. And it's a new Braille and Speak, which you'll hear more about later, but we'll be showing it if anybody wants to see it. So I haven't been doing nothing. I've enjoyed retirement, but that's what we've been doing lately. I owe a lot of people for what's happened, and I really appreciate you having me here and giving me this award. And God bless you all.
It's fun meeting your heroes. It really is. Our next award is the Navigator Award. And the Navigator Award recognizes the collaborative efforts and partnerships that are necessary to remove barriers and provide pathways to make sure that individuals have full access to education and life. And our award winner this year is Be My Eyes.